I'm working from home and I love it. It's great. I really do. But it's sometimes really challenging, especially when you have 2 kids and a cat running around. I can tell you it gets ugly sometimes in my Zoom meetings. Kids banging on the door and a cat biting my feet. It's not really professional. When we built this house, we didn't think about having an office inside of the house, but we were certain that we're going to build a space in the garden for the office. And that's what I'm about to do now. So I decided to build my own Nearspace and to share the entire journey. Maybe you also want a space like this, but don't know where to start. This is the series for you because I'm going to document everything. I'm going to show you my design process and why I'm doing this. Before we start, let me introduce myself properly, because this Nearspace project brings together 3 different sides of who I am. First, I'm a father. I need to balance my creative work with the family life. This isn't just about building a workspace, it's about creating something that lets me be present for my family while still doing work I care about. Second, I'm a designer. I spent 15 years working with spaces, understanding light, flow and how people actually use environments. I've been a professional photographer, so I know how spaces feel and look. I'm currently working as a user experience designer, which means I think a lot about how people interact with their surroundings. And third, I'm someone who's not afraid to get my hands dirty and figure things out. I was part of building our family house, and I learned that sometimes the best way to get exactly what you want is to build it yourself, even if you're learning as you go. So when I talk about building my Nearspace, I'm bringing all 3 of these perspectives together. The designer who knows what good space should feel like, the father who needs it to work in real life, the builder who is willing to make it happen. Right now I'm working from wherever I can find some space in our house. Kitchen table in the morning and living room corner in the afternoon. And when I need to take an important meeting, I lock myself into my kid's bedroom just to get some quiet. You know the struggle if you're working from home. The dishes is always calling for your attention and the laundry is piling up and kids' toys are scattered around the place and they always come and ask you questions when you're trying to focus or bang on the door in your Zoom meetings. But it's not just about the distractions, it's something deeper. When your home is also your office, you never really leave work and you never really come home. There is like no mental separation between the 2. So what I come to realize is that I need a dedicated space, not just any room, but a place I can walk to in the mornings to work and come home from at the end of the day. So here it is, my very own Nearspace in the making. This is what we built so far. Concrete foundation, walls and the roof. The office is about 15 square meters, roughly 160 square feet. Small, but yeah, perfectly sized for what I need. The rest is gonna be a storage room. The shell is done, but now is when the real challenge begins. How do you plan the layout when every square meter matters? How do you get the lighting right so it's not just a dark shed? And instead of doing all this and only showing you the final result, I want to bring you along to the actual process. Because here's the thing, I don't have unlimited budget and I don't have a team of contractors. I'm figuring this out as I go with real constraints, just like you would. So if I can figure out how to create an amazing workspace that actually works with a realistic budget and real life limitations, then maybe that can help you create your own impossible space. Plus I'm really excited about this project and it feels so much fun that I actually get to share it with the people who really get it. Next week we will be putting in windows in the frame and it's going to be really exciting and it's going to be so much fun to see how it looks like. I also going to try to clean up a little bit. It's kind of messy around the building site right now. So if you like this and want to see more, please subscribe, and I see you next week. Now I have some work to do.